Now please join in welcoming our first guest, Aussie Outback icon, Dingo Dan. Dan.
Hello, John Jones.
Whoa, you're not Dingo Dan.
Yes, I am.
Wait a minute, aren't you that relationship specialist from the Valentine's Day special?
Oh, no, Jonathan, you must have me mistaken. You see, my full name is Dingo Danielle, or Dingo Dan for short.
Right, but you've got a British accent.
And what's that got to do with anything? This is a multicultural society we're living in. I mean, a Brit can be a dingo if she chooses to be.
I guess so. I'm sorry, I just expected you to be a little more stereotypical.
Oh, it's okay, my child, it happens all the time.
Right, so it says here that you've just returned from an expedition in the Simpson Desert. How was that?
Oh, you know, it was quite dry.
Just like this conversation.
What?
Alrighty then. Is it true that you once escaped the jaws of a crocodile using only a sock, a pair of tweezers, and a handgun?
Yes, it is, Jonathan, but actually, I wanted to talk about you.
I don't really see how that's relevant, Dingo. I mean, after all, this interview is about you.
Well, I just couldn't help but notice how upset you are, John.
Upset? Look, honestly, Dingo, I'm fine. Now, can you tell us about the time you broke free?
Have you been sleeping all right?
Yes. Now, look, just can you tell us about the time
Eating enough?
Like a stuffed pig. Now, please, regale us with your...
I just look at you and I see a hollow husk. I mean, you go out drinking every night and you throw yourself at work day after day like a sullen dove on a Scottish moor. Not to mention the fact that your wife decided to leave you stranded, you know, like a lost child in the twisted woods under a drooping willow by a misty pond beneath a flickering starry skyline of eternal gloom.
Are you finished?
Almost. Betraying you like a brigadier on a pirate ship. Mutilating you like a mannequin discarded at the back of a clothing store. You know, festering you like a...
Cool it with the metaphors. Jeez.
Sorry,
Right, so maybe I am a little bit sad. But what's that got to do
You're heartbroken, Jonathan. It's bad enough that your wife keeps playing with your heart, and you still haven't come to terms with the fact that your father decided to leave you at such a young age. You have got to stop punishing yourself. Hard liquor and Tumblr are not the answers. All right? I'm afraid there's a void within you that could never be filled with materialistic desires.
Oh, God. You're right. But what can I do, Dingo, man?
Well, I'm afraid these things take time, John. You know, it might be years before you could get back to being your normal self.
Surely there's something I can do.
Well, now that you mention it, there are some things that you can do to speed things up. There's meditation, charity, and, of course, sacrifice. In fact, you can read about it in my new book called The Word of Tapas.
What, tapas? Like the Spanish snack?
No. You see, tapas is a way of life lived out by the support group I founded. In fact, you can... In fact, you know what we'll do actually? Let's take a moment now to learn about them. Cue the tape.
Cue the tape? Wait, this is my show. I cue the tape.
Lost in all the mess of life, surrounded by work and no play, then the way of the tapas is for you. Expose yourself to the wonderful camaraderie that comes with our benevolent association. Sign up to the Illuminati today.
All hoods, daggers and balls are property of Illuminati Inc. Please refrain from sacrificing non-members and ensure ongoing attendance to all rituals, summonings and bloodlettings. Attendance will be noted, absentees will be called.
Wow, that actually looked really good. What did you say your group's name was called again?
Our society, it's called the Illuminati.
I'm sorry, that just sounds a little bit similar to the Illuminati.
No. No, not at all, Jonathan. You know, we're not some kind of cult lurking beneath the shadows behind closed doors. Oh no, we're much more open about it. You see, we get together weekly with a small seminar and with a motivational speaker, and then afterwards we have a small meal together.
Yeah, right. Have you got many members?
We've got about 50,000,
Oh, so not that many then.
I think, yeah. The number tends to fluctuate depending on the season.
So not many people like going out during the winter, I guess.
More to do with the soil density, but yeah, essentially, yeah. Winter is a pretty hard time for some of the fold.
So is there some sort of a screening process for this?
Oh, not at all. In fact, as a matter of fact, anybody can join.
Right.
In fact, coincidentally, given your celebrity status, it would be a most beneficial partnership if you were to consider joining. Come on. It's got to feel all lonely being all cooped up in that house all by yourself.
Well, if you think it'll help.
I promise you, John. With your compulsory donations, we are going to carve you into a man capable of pulling off the greatest television ratings ever witnessed by our great nation.
Now look, don't get me wrong, great ratings would help, but you just said donations and I just...
Oh, it's nothing really. You know, just what you can spare here and there. In fact, if any of your viewers out there would like to make a donation, the website's just popped up on your screens now.
Oh, cool.
All right. So, if you will just sign here, here, and here. We've already got your bank account details and Medicare number.
You got my what?
You have got to stop living in this materialistic world, John. Now just sign here and shed those chains that bind you.
Well, I would have my lawyer look over this, but he's gone missing.
I don't see how that's relevant, John.
All right, there you go.
Oh, thank you, my child.
So what happens now?
Well, next time we meet, we'll formally initiate you into the group.
And that'll be when?
Every Wednesday and every Friday. Oh, and John, make sure you bring a sharp knife. It's just that blunt ones tend to make the ceremony a little bit harder.
Okay, cool. Hey, Dingo Dan. We'll be right back after these short messages.